Welcome, Internet, to episode 31 of Sis and Big Pop's Culture. I am Big Pop's Todd Turner, also known as the Internet's Mosaic Fan Art.
The Internet's.
I know, not to be confused with whatever. I'm everybody's Mosaic Fan Art.
The Internet's. And are you done? I'm sorry.
No, keep going. I'm done.
Okay. I am Hannah Jo, aka Sis, and together we are an adult daughter and father duo. We dive into all things geek, nerd, and fandom. Every episode is family friendly.
Keeping it clean.
Woo! Yee. So why am I making the
Break it down. What's the plan,
I'm making
Stan?
weird sounds today. So the plan, my dear Papa, we I need to watch that again.
I know.
We are going to talk about some news. Both of us have lengthy lists of news, so we'll see. And then we're going to talk about what we're binging. We're going to go over your pull list. We'll explain what that is when we get there. And we're going to talk. We didn't have a chance to read a comic, though next week is our 1-year anniversary.
I know.
And so we do have a comic to read then. And then we're going to talk about
episode
Loki.
2 of Loki.
Loki. And The Prince of Egypt.
Review a movie. Yes.
I love that movie. Oh, before we pop in, can I tell you why I know specifically that this is the week before our podcast launched?
Why is that?
Because I had a Snapchat memory a couple days ago of me explaining how we just sat upstairs on the ground
and screwed it up.
And I was like,
The first podcast.
we were both so warm because we were in the attic and we didn't have the fan on because I was like, you can't have the fan on because of the sound quality.
I can't believe
man.
it. And it didn't work.
And it didn't work.
We had to
didn't
redo it. We had to
save.
do it again.
You made me the most excellent gin and tonic to drink after I screwed up. So thank you for being gracious with me, Papa.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I appreciate
Anyway, so let's get
News.
right into it.
News.
Typewriter. Let's just in from the Nerd News desk. Todd Turner reporting from Mount Sterling, Kentucky. First off, do you see the new Free Guy trailer?
No. Dad, we've
Yeah.
been stoked for Free Guy for how long? Like a year and a half?
Well, it's supposed to come out December 2020, but it was so funny because during quarantine, they filmed a whole bunch of when the movie would come out.
B-roll?
No, it would be like at the end of the trailer, it would go, Ryan Reynolds would go, coming soon, December, or it would be like June 2020. Coming soon, October 2020. Blah, blah, blah. So I literally forgot to write down when it comes out, but
Okay, well, I'm stoked.
I can't wait. I didn't realize that he produced it and all that kind of stuff. But,
I didn't know. Tom Hiddleston is an executive producer of the Loki TV show.
well, heck yeah. How do you think they get a guy to come back and do it? Hey, we'll offer you credit. Anyway, I watched the new trailer and it looks really funny.
Okay, I haven't watched
So
the
I can't
trailer.
wait to see it.
I'm stoked. I want to see that one in the theaters. Dad, this
What?
is ridiculous, but I still
be
have not
ridiculous.
seen a movie in the movie theater in over a year.
It'll happen.
I'm never going to go see a movie in a movie theater
could
ever again
happen.
at this point. That's what it feels
Yeah,
like.
you will. Stop it. What else you got?
I'm going to give you a hint. The
Munsters.
They're doing a reboot of The Munsters.
Like a TV show or a movie?
TV show, I think.
That's the one guy, the dad used to always do that. I loved him.
It's directed by Rob Zombie. Is that the same guy who directed it before?
No, Rob Zombie's like a horror flick guy.
Oh, well, your eyeballs got really big.
He's like bite heads off of things and does zombie movies.
No,
and
yeah.
stuff.
So Rob Zombie is going to be the director of the Munsters.
Okay, so I'm
reboot.
interested on how that's going to turn out because he's all blood and guts and gore. But is
And
it
Munsters
gonna,
is not.
No, it's a comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I honestly like it better than the Addams Family. I do. Because
Okay.
their car was so awesome. They had a hot rod car was so awesome. I loved it. I just remember the time you played that song and
Uma
you
Thurman, she wants to dance like Uma
yes, and you kept saying, "I
Thurman.
love this." And I'm like, "You know that's from a TV show, right?"
They
You're
sampled
like,
that
"What are you
from the
talking about?"
Munsters. That's the
They
best
sampled
part of
from
that
the
song,
Munsters.
too.
I know.
It's the best part of that song.
Did you see where Steven Spielberg is now? Is this part of yours?
Yeah, keep going.
So Amblin, which is like his big studio or whatever,
Yes.
signed a deal with Netflix.
Apparently, it's like extra. Apparently, LOL. So it's
We are investigative journalists.
actually it's supposed to apparently again. Me, Hannah Turner, investigative journalist. LOL, not at all.
Go.
He supposedly did something to encourage the Oscars not to allow Netflix.
Okay,
to
I
be
read
up
that,
for an
and that-
Academy Award.
And he denied that.
Yeah, and that was, but there's speculation that this happened, and his people are like, no, but like, come on, my guy.
It's Steven Spielberg. Who cares? Can you imagine what it means to get him? I mean,
I literally need you to know I only wrote this down because I knew that you would think it was cool.
absolutely, it's cool. It has a
I'm
lot
just-
to do. I mean,
I'm up in here like, okay,
yeah, because, and here's the deal. I don't think they haven't said whether these movies that that he produces are going to be like, you know how like HBO does it comes out this day on our streaming service.
it's
and
out for, which is why we got to
and
watch
it's-
In the Heights because we got
and
to
it's
watch
in
it
the
for a
theater.
month. Yeah,
And it's in the theater too. So they're saying that may happen here as well.
ooh, that would be
So,
dope.
but who knows? Who knows?
Netflix feels bigger to me than HBO Max does. Like,
Really?
I feel like they have a more like, because when I think about like content wise, I just feel like Netflix
Well-
is like the king of all of them in regards to content.
It'd be
except
different
for
if
maybe
they-
Hulu.
if AT&T hadn't bought Warner Brothers and, you know, all that got funneled into HBO Max, they would be completely different.
I just feel like the Netflix has like the endless scroll.
Gotcha.
Like I could
They
just
actually
watch-
have Warner Brothers television shows.
really
We'll talk about that.
okay.
Yeah. What else you got?
Speaking of Steven Spielberg,
Mm-hmm.
he is doing a remake of West Side Story.
I wonder if he feels pretty.
Guess when it comes out?
What, Thanksgiving?
December.
Oh, Christmas? Is that going to be like a Christmas movie we have to go see? All right. For those of you who don't know, our family usually goes and sees a movie every Christmas day.
LOL
So-
at you being like Thanksgiving.
Well, because that would be a Thanksgiving. We do that
Sir.
too. We go see it on Thanksgiving as well.
I mean, me and you would.
Yeah.
Which
I
thanks
feel pretty.
thanks, Dad.
Oh, so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and gay, and I pity
any girl who isn't me
the girl
today.
who isn't me today. Do you know how guys my age, you know why they know that song?
Why?
Because in the movie Anger Management,
Oh yes, they sing
Jack
that.
Nicholson makes
Yeah.
Adam Sandler sing
Yeah,
that
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Sing that song. It is so funny.
Okay, so Maria is Rachel Zegler,
I don't
and
know
she's also going to be in the new Shazam movie.
Well,
Well, she was like,
Shazam.
it's like her first big movie is West Side
Okay.
Story, and she's Maria.
Gotcha.
She was casted as Snow White in the new Snow White movie.
the live
new live action Snow White.
thing.
Yeah.
I just saw they casted somebody, but I didn't see who it was.
Yeah, it's Maria from the new
right.
West Side Story. So apparently this girl has some chops on
Gotcha.
her. And
Will she
here's the
dance
thing.
around in Snow
Yeah,
White like Snow
in
White
Snow
does?
White, like the fox does.
Yes.
What does the fox say?
Bling, 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 bling.
I was gonna say ding 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 ding.
Whatever. I knew it was something like that.
So I
For those of you who don't know, we're talking about the fox from Robin Hood, the animated film. They literally take the exact animation from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and use it in the song something of Nottingham.
King of England.
Yeah, something like that.
The King of England.
Yeah,
the
something
the
like
fake one. Yeah.
Fake King
and
of England or whatever.
here's the thing. If you don't know what we're talking about and are like, oh, it seemed as if you perhaps had some language and some shared knowledge and shared history, that's because if you go back and listen
Go back to the archives.
episode 1, you whippersnapper.
Was that episode 1? Did we do that?
That was
on
episode 1. Oodle Ollie.
Oodle Holly. Yeah.
Oodle Ollie, Dad.
Wow. We're bringing it back.
Bringing
For
it
you.
back.
All right.
Yeah, so I need you to know, I watched the trailer. I watched the teaser because they haven't released a trailer yet for West Side Story. I watched a teaser and I wrote chills and then underlined
Chills.
twice.
You're a goofball. Chills. It's just because you like musicals, which I'm cool. I like them too if they're done well.
See? December.
The good thing about this is that
December
I
chills.
would know these words.
Yeah.
So that's
and
a
you
plus.
would maybe feel like it was more fun for you
Exactly.
in
Right.
that sense.
Exactly.
Okay.
Did you see that the Flash movie, that they had some photos surface from the Flash movie?
Oh.
And Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne is in one of the photos. So the OG 1989 Batman, which the Batman 89 comic book should be coming out soon. Yeah, and Supergirl. There's a picture of Supergirl has come out of that as
Like
well.
the Supergirl from the CW?
She ain't blonde. She got dark hair, I think. It's a different Supergirl, but she's in that
different
movie
actress.
because this is the Flash going through the different
Going through time.
It's sort of like Spider-Man or Doctor Strange in a multiverse and Spider-Man and all this kind of stuff.
yes,
And now
because-
DC's doing it with the Flash. And
Of course.
speaking of DC movies, there's a new trailer out for the Suicide Squad. And it's
Oh, you
fantastic.
know I watched it. Okay, pause. Amanda Waller sucks.
We're child friendly here.
Stinks.
Creates
really
large
bad.
vacuums.
She's
She's mean. I told you that. She's like the biggest meanie.
perhaps a trash human, and I don't like calling people that.
And that's that way in the comic book too. She's mean.
She's a stinker.
But they flat out come out and say a giant starfish.
No, yeah. And I wrote, it's for sure. I need to just show you my notes because literally everything that we're talking about right now, I have written down because this is hysterical. New Suicide Squad trailer. Amanda Waller stinks, man. It's
But
for
you
sure,
didn't say stinks.
Starro.
Yeah, and they say that.
for
and
sure,
they,
for sure.
And they like shoot like a bunch of starfish at them.
He's bad.
And Harley Quinn goes, "Sorry, I'm late. I had to go number
I
2."
had to go number 2.
I was like, "What?"
And then that guy's like, yeah, thanks for telling us. My favorite is
Yeah.
like, what is that? What is that guy? Is he a werewolf?
He's
And they're
a
like,
werewolf. You
weasel.
got me chained to a werewolf. He's not a
They're
werewolf.
like, no, man, it's a
He's a
weasel.
weasel. Take it easy. He's not harmless. Well, I mean, he's killed children, but still, you get it. Yeah. So that's so funny. That's going to be completely irreverent,
It's
and
gonna
I will
be
watch it
so
and love
bad,
it.
and I'm gonna love.
Am I
Okay,
taking all your thunder?
here's
else you
the
got?
thing.
That's because we
oh.
have the same. Go ahead.
We have the same taste. Here's
I
the
know
thing.
it.
I'm up
What?
in here all about the Suicide Squad. I'm glad that you're all up about it because the last one, I had to be like, Dad, you have to go see this movie with me.
Okay, I liked the movie. It's a terrible movie.
Oh, they're
but
awful.
I liked it.
Love them.
Yeah, but I loved it.
Watching that trailer reminded me that I definitely need to go buy the new Ruby comic because I haven't done that
Oh
yet.
yes, you need to go get it.
I need to go do that. Did you watch the trailer for Snake Eyes?
I watched the first one.
Did I watch the new one? I can't remember. I
There
don't
is
know.
a new one that came out. I didn't watch it.
Maybe that's
But
what I watched.
I think that we're getting. I don't think we're going to get. I think. I'm just jibber-jabbering.
Our words
We're
today.
getting. It seems like just an origin of Snake
Which
Eyes.
dope. The girl with the red
as a
hair
kid-
shows up.
Scarlet.
I know
how
she's
aptly
important.
named. I wanted you to know, as a kid, I collected all the G.I. Joe comic books, and there was an issue 21 of G.I. Joe, and it just has Snake Eyes on the cover, and he's breaking into this place. So you open it, and I'm looking, and I'm like, oh, look, there's no words. And I turn to the second page, and I'm like, well, there's no words. No words throughout the
Snake
entire
Eyes.
book.
Because
The
it's
comic
from
book
his
has
perspective.
no right.
And he doesn't speak.
I love it. I thought this was the greatest thing in the world. I was like, what a great gimmick. I love it.
Cool.
And it ends with seeing like his uniform torn and the villain's uniform torn, and they both had the same tattoo. And we were like, oh,
Oh no.
they're related.
They're
Or they're in the
related
same group,
somehow.
right? Yeah.
Okay, so
It looks like a big ninja movie,
Which, here for a ninja movie.
but so is Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings or Shang.
Haven't watched the trailer for that yet.
Oh, you need to watch it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Here, are you ready for a big stink that's going to happen?
Oh, no.
Well, all this time, everyone who's loved comic books have called the Master of Kung Fu Shang-Chi. And now it's come out that really that's probably not how you would pronounce his name.
Oh, no. What is his actual name?
It would be like Shang-Chi or Shang. I don't know. It's pronounced
Nope.
differently.
Okay.
But everybody always called him Shang-Chi. So I don't know how they're going to do that. I just saw that as being a thing on one of these Marvel
Thing
dude
underscore.
Okay,
GM.
I've got like two more things. And
Trademark
I don't wanna,
thing.
I don't
I'm
want
trying
to like
think, do I
just
have anything else?
kill ourselves on news.
That's it. That's all I have
Okay,
left. Please
so
keep going. Sir.
Crunchyroll and Adult Swim have
Okay.
teamed up for a new anime movie called Fina the Pirate Princess. And
I like princesses and I like pirates. And
I
like
watched the
anime.
trailer. It looks fantastic. But it's going to come out on Funimation and Crunchyroll, and I don't know how I'll have to watch it illegally. I don't know. I will want to watch it because it looks so cool. It's about this young girl and this little boy. They were out in a ship, and the ship was sinking, and he pushes her off in a sailboat, and he says, "I'll find you," blah, blah, blah. And then fast forward, she's having to marry somebody she doesn't want to marry, and ninjas drop in, and she's got to go on this boat to go this island or
Is
whatever.
it an American anime?
No,
So it's not in English.
correct.
Dope.
It's subtitled. I watched
Okay,
the
love that.
trailer
I
in
love
subtitles,
it. Bring it on.
but it looked awesome. Okay, and then my last piece of news is this.
Yes.
In September, Marvel is putting out a new comic book called The Darkhold.
Okay, for why?
The Darkhold, remember The Darkhold from WandaVision, the book? Oh, you
God, I never
watched it or
finished
it.
WandaVision.
Well, the Darkhold is the evil.
me. No, I'm just
No.
kidding.
The Darkhold is that evil book that
book.
was in
Okay.
that was in Agents of Shield,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and Agnes had the Darkhold,
Oh,
and then
no.
so guess who gets hold of the Darkhold? Villain.
Loki.
Oh, Doctor Doom.
Oh, why? Oh, but that's a fun little thing for you.
Because I love Doctor Doom.
love
Yes,
the Fantastic
and he's a
Four.
sorcerer too.
He is.
So,
That's a fact.
So what happens is he steals the Darkhold, and the Scarlet Witch has to get a group of people together to help her go into the Darkhold to take it back from Doctor Doom. So
That's
and
fun.
those characters are Iron Man, Blade, the Vampire Hunter,
Dope.
the Wasp, Black Bolt, which is the leader of the Inhumans
Who
that I
can't
love.
speak?
Yes, and Spider-Man. And they go into the book, and they have to confront their inner darkness. So, yep,
That'll be dope.
that's my news.
Ooh,
that's my
that's
news,
cool.
yo.
That's cool,
All right.
yo.
Hannah, what are you binging?
Okay. Haven't been watching a lot of TV recently.
Oh, I finished a series.
Okay, I can't wait to hear about it. I watched Clue, like the old school Clue movie.
Oh, that movie is fantastic,
Me
Hannah.
and Trev watched
What
that
ending?
on Sunday.
Did you know they had different endings
There are
depending
3
upon
of them.
where? Yeah, depending upon where you watched it when it came out in the theater, you got a different ending
You're
in
kidding
different
me.
parts of the United States.
You're
no, when this
kidding.
came out. Yeah.
It's the coolest thing in the entire world.
So-
So we watched all 3 of the endings because it was like, this is what actually happened. Or was it this? Oh,
Gotcha.
no, wait, it was
It's
this.
funny. And
It was hysterical.
the butler is Adam Curry, the guy who
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
in the voice of Nigel Thornberry.
You're lying to me.
Nope. Voice of Nigel Thornberry.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So you watched it. Awesome.
I watched that.
And so that's PG, right? Gotcha. So PG.
I mean, it's like 80s PG.
Gotcha. So PG-13.
PG,
If you wanted to watch that with an older
PG-12
kid.
maybe.
I don't even, would older kids even
TV-12?
like it though? Or is it more nostalgic, you think?
I had never seen it before.
Gotcha.
I know, and like cracked up the
Good. I'm
entire
glad you
time.
enjoyed
It
it.
was hysterical. I watched a couple comedy specials. Bo Burnham.
Yeah, I've seen that, but I don't.
It was
What is that rated? It's not good.
It's for grown-ups.
Gotcha.
It's for grown-ups.
I hear you. We won't
And-
watch it.
Woo, man. Whoa,
Gotcha.
Nelly. And there was this movie. It was like Dickie Grayson childhood star or something like that.
Okay, Dick Grayson is Nightwing. That's the original. I know you're talking about.
LOL.
Yes, I know what you're talking
LOL.
about.
At least I know who. Sorry, I'm pulling up my phone for the Google. Do you know what movie I'm talking about?
Oh, you and the flipping Google. No, but yes, I do. I don't. Yes, I do know the movie you're talking about, but I have not seen it. I had no desire.
Dickie Roberts,
Yeah.
former child star. I watched
Yeah.
that.
th-
It was
yeah,
weird.
it's dumb.
It was weird. But I mean, I laughed.
Well, good. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been wanting to laugh at things recently. I've been wanting to
I
laugh
am.
at things. And Dad, you can't get Ruby. You can't get season 5 of Ruby. It's
Okay.
not on Amazon Prime anymore. Like they were all for free on Amazon Prime, but they're
Oh,
not
now
anymore.
you missed it. That's like when I watched Ready Player One,
Oh,
and I missed the last 15 minutes.
Oh, no.
And then the next time I got to sit down to watch it, it was a different month, and it had gone off. Luckily, my friend Adam had it, and he let me borrow the movie. I liked it.
And so,
So-
I really they're at Mistral, and I really want to know what happens in season 5 of Ruby, but I can't watch it anyplace.
It's somewhere. We'll have to figure it out. I finished Sweet Tooth.
Did you? I knew that. I knew
Yes.
that you finished Sweet Tooth. I was home this weekend, and you were like, "I finished it."
I didn't finish it yet. Did I finish it then? I
thought you did.
Well, but anyway, but the interweb didn't know I finished it.
That's a fact.
I
Interweb
finished-
knows now.
Sweet Tooth, and I like it much better than the comic book.
Really?
Well, it
That seems
still
to be
has
the vibe.
it's still, you know, I don't want to ruin it for anybody,
Is
but
it Jeffers or Jeopard?
Jeopards. So in the
Is he the
comic
bad
book,
mamma jamma that he is?
in the comic book, he is not. If he is, it hasn't happened yet, and that was at the end of the series. No.
Oh, so it's
and I
not.
like that, huh?
They don't finish.
This is the end of season 1. Do you want me to tell you how the story ends?
No,
Okay.
because I'm gonna want to watch it.
Yeah, it's of course a big cliffhanger.
So you
but-
think there'll be another season?
If there's not, everybody's going, what's going to happen?
Hello.
But I really like this because it is much easier to watch than if they'd have done the comic book. The comic book was so depressing.
Hard.
He does have a couple more of those inside of his mind
Does he?
things.
In the similar way as the first episode, or different?
This he falls and like gets almost knocked out or whatever. And while he's in there, he has a conversation with his dad.
Aww.
And it's Pubba. Yeah.
Bubba.
Yeah.
Cutie.
Which is, and you get to see more about him and where Gus came from. And
Cool.
yeah,
Which we didn't.
it's
I mean,
very cool.
that lore might be in the comics, but we didn't get to read that much.
No. So yeah, and you get more backstory on Jeopards and the Doctor and
Cool.
everything. So
Which, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. And you really liked it.
I think it's cosplay. I'm going to get these made as orange or red, and then put a bald cap on and
You
be
said
that
get
guy.
these made and made a
My glasses.
signal.
Take my
Okay.
glasses with the big red thing, and I'll be the bad guy from Sweet Tooth. Anyway,
bring
so
it on.
that was really good. I really
So
liked it.
cool.
1,000 times better. It is much easier to read or watch than to
Okay.
read the comic book. Watched Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, classic.
Me and Nate and I did, and I had
Love
forgotten
that.
how many stars was in that movie. John Malkovich is in that movie. Sam Rockwell, Martin Freeman, Mos Def, Zoe Deschanel.
Alan
I mean-
Rickman, right?
Alan Rickman was the voice. Warwick Davis, who is a little person that's in a lot of the Star Wars stuff. He is the robot. He is the actor who's inside the robot. But yeah, Alan Rickman,
What does it
This is
make?
amazing.
42.
exactly 42.
The answer is 42.
And I tried. I thought, well, I'm done with Sweet Tooth. Let me watch something different. So I pulled up Titans, new Teen Titans on HBO Max,
Okay.
and I got
Like what Teen Titans? Teen Titans Go? The
no,
original
live
Teen-
action. live action.
I didn't know there was a live action Teen Titans.
Live action. Some people love it. I
Oh.
got 2/3 of the way through the first episode and was like, "This isn't mine. I don't like it." I mean,
You know what? Being able to quit
Robin
something.
Cussin.
Ugh.
Yeah, he said the big bad in the first,
Oh.
and I was like, "Why?"
Not my speed.
No. So I just completely turned it off. I find I do that a lot. I'll watch like
Do you
30
know?
minutes of one show and then turn it off. Like
You
I did
are
that with
allowed to quit things.
the Pacific Rim anime. I did that too. I started it
Rim was so good though, man.
and
I
started
love
watching
it.
the anime and then turned it off. I did pull back up, started watching Demon Slayer again.
Dope.
It's on Netflix. Yeah. So anyway, there you go.
Cool.
All right. We dive in.
To your pull list. Okay, y'all, if you don't know what a pull list is and have decided to tune in with us here on our 31st episode, welcome. We're glad you're here. Let me explain to you what a pull list
Yay.
is. A pull list is the list of comics that is saved for you by the proprietor of your local comic book store.
Store. Mhm.
Sheller place. LCS, your local comic book shop, that owner, if they know you and like you well and you have a good rapport with that person, they will.
They like you well.
They like
If
you.
they
well.
hate your guts, they'll put them all on the
If
shelf.
they don't like you, then tough luck. They pull what you have been collecting from their inventory to ensure that your comics are there for you. So, Papa
Yes.
has a very long pull list, and we don't have time to go through all of the things that he likes. And so he picks for us 7. He picks 2 from Marvel, 2 from DC, 2 from independent comic book creator places, which tends to be what we like the best, y'all. We're really into Boom Studios and Image
And then we
Comics
get
right
a
now.
book of the week.
And
We
then
get a book of the week.
We get a book of the week, which is what Dad has enjoyed the bestest this past week.
Okay. Which is a struggle today. I'm going to throw out a honorable mention.
Ooh, I love an honorable mention. Spill the beans.
Issue 3 of Home came out, which is the comic book by
Oh, yeah.
Image. It's just a 5-issue mini, and it's about a kid who's a Guatemalan refugee, and it turned into a full-on superhero book here.
Oh yeah, not surprised.
With just anyway. So yeah, pick up Home. You should be reading it.
And it's
all right, so-
it's issue 3, which
And
means
there's only
that
5.
There's only 5. So would
we
it be
got 2
best
more.
for people to wait for a trade to come out? Do you think a trade will come out of Home?
I do think a trade will come out. I think if
Okay.
you can find them at face value, you should get them because I think they're going to be worth some money someday.
Really?
I honestly, but I can see this becoming a movie or a TV show or
Dope.
something of that nature. I
That's
mean, it's really
cool.
good.
I want to read
okay,
it then when you're done.
Yeah.
They
So
all come out.
yes. All right. Well, let's dive into my Marvel.
Okay, love that.
My Marvel stuff is, and this was a struggle because I almost made this my book of the week, but Fantastic Four 33 came out. This is the Bride of Doom Part 2 and Dr. Doom's
you
wedding.
talked about this. Bride of Doom
It's
Part 2.
So funny. He said, anybody who comes to my wedding gets pretty much a Dr. Doom get out of jail free card.
I feel really, really good because you asked me and Nathan to pick 2 people that we think would be there, and I got both of them.
I know. Yes. So,
Queen
and those
energy up
people
in
are, who are the people there?
Namor
Yes.
and Black Panther.
Yes, they were both there,
Tee.
which is also makes sense too because they've been big
Royalty.
players in and the royalty, and they're big players in the Fantastic Four universe, pretty much.
Yeah, because Namor, he
Came
got
back
we
in
talked
issue
about that.
4.
He got shaved. He got his beard shaved
He's got
off.
his with the fire finger,
And then we talked about tropes
Black
before their
Panther.
tropes with the Black Panther. Because it
Yeah.
wasn't a trope when it was written, but it was when I read it in my brain.
right. But the Black Panther was introduced really well, though.
No, yeah, 100%.
Oh, we talked about the fighting thing.
We talked
Yeah.
about I have to fight you to know what you're worth before I ask
Yes,
you to join.
and now we're like, you go, that's just a trope, and I was like, yeah, it wasn't then. It was
Again,
new.
If you are new, we
Go back and watch the old one. Stop it. Okay, so listen. So Dr. Doom's he's marrying this woman. Her name's Victorious, who
Victorious?
yes, her name's Victorious, who in the previous
Interesting.
issue or 2 issues had a relationship with the Human Torch.
Oh no.
So they're all, and it's so funny because Black Panther's asking Namor, "Oh, so you wanted to get out of jail free card too?" And he goes, "I don't need." He goes, "I rule 70% of this planet. I don't need to get out of jail free card. I just came here to see what's going to happen." And so as they're getting ready to say their vows, Doom's bride lets it out that she had a relationship with Johnny Storm,
That was a poor choice.
and Namor busts out laughing in the background. Mr. Fantastic reaches his arm all the way around everybody and smacks him in the back of the head. And then all shenanigans break loose. And
Oh,
that's-
shenanigans.
Doom is going to wipe them all out. So
Of course he is.
it's a fun book.
Because he can't be happy. Dad.
What?
Sally says hi.
Hey, Sally. Sup, Sally? That's from PD. Hey, PD.
Oh, it is from PD. Sorry.
Yeah. For
Hi,
those of
PD.
you watching. Yeah. So another book that I got that came out last week. I got two that came out last week, but I didn't get them till this
That's
week.
okay.
I got Planet Size X-Men #1.
You did. And
It
it
was
wasn't
not-
$1 million.
No, it was $3.99. So
Dad, was it bigger than
Here's-
a jumbo size?
it is not. Here's
Then
the
that's
deal.
lame.
Here's why it's called Planet
Okay, I'm
Size
sorry.
X-Men.
I'm sorry.
So what these X-Men have now, first of all, there's too many mutants. There's too many. There's just 18 bazillion. But what's happened is the current guy who's in charge of all the X universe books
Yes.
has the mutants are now using their powers together to do other things.
Like what?
Well, let's say, for example, you can pull metal out of things. And
Okay.
this person has the ability to create devices. Well, now they have an endless supply of metal. They can create an endless supply of devices. Say this person has to do this job, but they get tired too much. Well, this mutant has the ability to heal you so that you're never tired. So this person can continue to do this. So this is what's happened. These mutants have learned how to use their powers in sync to do.
Sharing is caring.
Okay, they created a planet. They literally terraformed
They created
Mars.
a planet.
They terraformed Mars.
Where are they in the expanse then, my guy?
They take all of the Magneto pulls all the iron out of the Beltaloda, the belt.
The belt. The belt. Everybody
put it-
here has no
yeah.
idea what we're talking about.
That's from the Expanse. They put that because they have to put more metal into the core of the planet so that it'll spin, and then they have to heat it up. So another mutant that heats up metal heats it up, and then another person who can make plants grow makes plants grow.
Isn't like this good?
Listen, this is all going to come crashing
It's
down
gonna be
horribly.
very, very, very bad. But like,
Oh, so now the mutants have a
good.
planet.
he's good.
I don't know that it's good.
Like no, from Enchanted.
Yeah, right. He's good. You want an apple? He's good. All right, so that's planetary size X-Men.
That's
The
cool.
X-Men
Okay, wait.
Now have a
pause.
planet.
Planetary size or
No,
planet?
planet size X-Men.
Because I was gonna say you got into planetary head because
You're
of
right. It's
you really
planet
liking
size.
planetary.
No, it's planet size X-Men
Planet size
Yeah, and
X-Men
that's why.
#1.
because they
That's
make
why.
a
Because they
terraform
make
Mars. Mm-hmm.
a planet. Dope.
So, my independents are Usagi Yojimbo,
Oh yeah, of
which
course.
is the Ronin rabbit who I love from IDW, is the independent. They're starting
what?
IDW, independent. I don't know what it stands for. I'll butcher it. Oh gosh, you're gonna flip and
I'm gonna
Google.
Google it.
So Usagi Yojimbo, it starts a new story. I like Usagi Yojimbo because I think kids could, younger children could read it. It also does a lot with traditional or Asian culture, even though the characters are animals. But I love Usagi Yojimbo. It's fantastic all the time. It is great. All right. Did you find out what it stood for?
No.
Independent distributors and artisans. I don't know. My second book is Radiant Black, issue 5.
Which these are two things you've talked about previously.
Right. This is issue 5 of Image. Radiant Black is getting a lot of hype. They're basically calling it like the new Spider-Man slash Invincible type comic book. This had been a very comic book that really focused on the relationship and learning how to use their powers. The two friends, the one guy got
Cute.
powers, the other friend was helping him. It changed quickly last issue when I don't want to spoil it because I really want you guys to go out and read it. And then issue 5 came out, and now it's like, wait a minute, there are a bunch of Radiants, and this looks like a Power Ranger thing. I don't know. I mean, and there's
Power Rangers.
but it's not Power Rangers. It's nowhere near
but
kitty like Power
please.
Rangers. But there's people of different sexes, ethnicities, blah blah blah, that are
That's
getting these
awesome.
powers because something big bad's supposed to get Earth. So
kind of
and that
like
happens in
how
issue
they
5.
talk about is it the Inhumans in the Shield?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Because
Oh,
in
the
the Shield
Inhumans.
comics, are they the Inhumans?
The Inhumans
Shield?
in the Shield TV show, Agents
Yeah.
of Shield, where they
Because
get
this
powers
one guy
when they're
talks about like how
Terrigen mists.
you get powers because that's what the world needs.
Oh, I don't know.
They give you
I don't know.
powers based on what you need.
This issue is that this black hole that gave this guy powers is now communicating, and it's really good.
That feels venomy.
This will be one that we
Read.
get the trade and read
Oh
together.
yeah,
All right.
I
So
like getting trades.
my 2 books.
Wait. It's Idea and Design Works.
Is that what it stands for? You sure?
Idea and
IDW
Design
Comics.
Works was formed in 1999 by a group of comic book managers and artists that
Oh.
met at Wildstorm Productions.
Oh, Wildstorm. Cool. Awesome. Well, my 2 DC books it was hard for me also to decide which my book of the week was, but I'm going to go with something different. I'm going to go with not my book of the week. So this is issue 81 of Nightwing, which has been fantastic. It's absolutely amazing. One of the cool parts in this is Batgirl Oracle is helping Nightwing, who's had a concussion, and she is wearing a t-shirt underneath a blazer, and the t-shirt is Batman smacking Robin in the face.
That's hysterical.
Which is from the meme or whatever, the cartoon or whatever.
I know that meme. That's hysterical.
And Nightwing is that Robin. She's wearing that t-shirt in there. The new Robin is behind her.
That makes me so happy.
And it's so good. But anyway, what happens is Nightwing follows this person, and he is breaking in, and I'm going to spoil it because he finds the daughter of the guy who killed his parents.
Oh no!
And she's now running with the mob. He thinks
Yikes.
that she's now the new mayor of Bloodhaven, and is she working with the mob? And he said, I know who you are. But no. He gets knocked out, wakes up, and his mask's off. He's like, oh no, she's got him tied down. And he's like, I know who you are. And she goes, no, you don't. I just found out I'm your sister.
Oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
no.
So
Days of Our Lives.
His mom and her mom are different, but his dad and her dad were the same. Like sands through the hourglass, so are the night wings of our lives. Okay. So,
Okay, question.
Go.
If I was a listener who was like, yo, I like Batman, I like Robin, I think I might want to read this Nightwing comic. It's on
Yes.
issue 81.
Right, but what
do you
happened was
do?
they got a new creator.
Okay.
That took
I know
over.
that they go through like arcs, right? So
Right.
how do
Well,
you
this-
know if you're jumping
after-
in one or starting
okay.
one?
After DC Future State ended, they started
Yeah.
over with Tom Taylor, the guy who wrote Deceased,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
I got
yeah.
me a new Deceased hardback back here, which
It's
is fantastic.
beautiful. Hello.
What's a brand new stories?
No way.
Yes,
That's
That
cool.
would have been my book of the week if I wanted to, but it's really long. Anyway, so I think that Nightwing restarted at issue 78, maybe. I think this is just the 3rd issue of his run.
Okay, well
So-
help us know how to start.
the best thing to do would be to start in a brand new story arc. That's what I would do.
How do you know it's a brand new story arc? Do you ask your proprietor of your LCS?
Or you can look online. You can
Okay.
find that out. Or honestly, I would collect a comic book because I like the artist, the writer, or the character. That's
Okay.
the three reasons.
Okay.
And Nightwing has always been okay.
But it's better now with this new author.
I love Tom Taylor. And he's also the
what
one
else
that
has Tom
did
Taylor done? We've read something
Seven
else by him.
Secrets.
Oh, Seven Secrets bops.
Boom
Everybody
Studios.
should read it.
That'll be an anime. It should be.
Do you think
It should be
Seven
an
Secrets
anime.
will be an
I hope
anime?
so. I hope
Oh.
so. But anyway, so when Tom Taylor took over, I started collecting,
Okay.
and literally, it's been wonderful. And most people will say this is like one of the best books coming out right now.
Interesting. Okay.
By DC
Sorry,
Comics.
I was just curious because you have a lot that, not a lot, but a couple like Usagi Yojimbo, that's issue. Like he's already finished a story arc. Like that's probably in the 20s,
Oh,
right?
they've finished multiple story arcs.
Yeah.
This is 20 actually. Usagi Yojimbo's the story arcs last about 4 or 5 issues.
Okay. So
Maybe
we can Google and decide from
Right.
there where to start.
Do we want to hop in or whatever, or buy back issues?
And buy back issues, or we can ask our local comic book shop person, hey, friends that are listening to this and are like, comic books, what? Just go in and say, hey, I think that I might like this. Do you have it? And they are genuinely kind human beings.
Yeah.
And and
They'll
are
say yes or
excited
no.
that you like or are interested in something that they have built their life on. And also
Yeah.
they might make money from you, and everybody likes to make some money.
Woohoo!
So
All right. Are
don't
you ready
be
for my?
afraid to that. Yes. Wait, you're not giving us 2 DCs?
Yeah, but this one is my book of the week.
Where's your
Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, I do have another
I was going to say
DC.
you should have 2.
Okay, this is from last week.
Okay,
I
sorry.
gotta hurry up.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
hey, I felt like an important question
know.
for our friends
It
to be
is.
able to understand.
Absolutely.
Okay,
But
that's all.
so this is a book that came out last week, but I didn't get my DC stuff till late.
Okay, that's
so
fine.
It's Batman Urban Legends issue 4, and this is like a anthology. It has like 4 different stories in it.
Cool.
And one of them has been going on for quite a while.
Quite a
and
while,
at the
aka the last 3
The
episodes.
last 3 issues, yeah.
Okay, dope.
It's written by Chip Zdarsky. I've mentioned his name multiple times.
You like him.
Silver Coin, Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He is writing a book, a story in here. It's Batman, Red Hood, and Batman.
Oh, cool. We like Red Hood.
But yes, and this is 4 of 6. So after 6 issues, it'll be done. But this dives really into the whole Jason Todd. I got killed by Robin or by Joker, but it's so emotionally good because he realizes I can't do this alone. I need Batman's help, and the Batman drops everything to go help him.
Aw.
He ends up getting frozen by Mr. Freeze, but anyway, Batman Urban Legends, the best story out, one of the best Batman stories going
Cool.
on right now.
That's awesome.
Is that first one in the front.
Okay.
Okay, my book of the week is also a DC book.
Oh, fun.
It is issue 1 of 8, so it's a mini series put out by a guy named Tom King, who's the writer who I love because he does Strange Tales. He's also doing the Batman Catwoman miniseries. Catman. It's called Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow.
Oh, that's the one where she's standing like this.
With a sword in the front.
Yeah.
So the artist.
Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Yes, this is my book of the week. And only because I went back and read it 2 more times. It was so good.
I'm so glad for you to enjoy it.
The art in it is gorgeous, and it's all bunch of reds. Because she is on a planet with a red
The red
sun.
moon, red sun, LOL,
Red sun.
moon.
So this is her 21st birthday, and she wanted to go somewhere where she could go have a drink
I mean,
on her 21st
I
birthday.
get that, man.
And
No, I don't. I cried on my 21st birthday when I was offered a drink.
stop. Anyway, Crypto Superdog's with her.
Yay! Dog.
And
Hello.
what happens is, so this is a foreign planet, and a young girl's dad
Oh no.
is killed,
Oh no.
and she wants to hire someone to help her avenge her father's death. It's a lot like True Grit, it seems like to me.
Dope. Okay, bring it on.
And she finds Supergirl accidentally and wants her to help her. And Supergirl's like, listen, man, I got to go. She's trying to get back in her spacecraft to go back to Earth or wherever. I got to go. I mean, you seem like a good kid, blah, blah, blah. And while she's doing that, the villain who the girl's been chasing all this time shoots her with an arrow. Well, she is not super, right? And so she goes after this guy with 3 arrows in her. Crypto goes after him. Crypto gets hurt. The dog gets hurt.
No.
Yes.
I'm like fine while you're telling me that Supergirl has like 3 arrows in her, but then you whisper that the dog gets hurt.
Listen, the whole thing is the dog has no idea, right? He's just going after somebody who's hurting my person. And
does this doggy die, Dad?
the dog's not going to die. They ain't going to kill Crypto.
Please don't kill Crypto.
No, they're not killing Crypto. It ain't going to happen. But the guy then is like, this Supergirl's still coming at him. So he freaks out and runs up into the ship just to get away. And the ship's on autopilot. It takes off. So
she's stuck.
She's there. And that's how this first issue ends. So this looks so good. The art is fantastic. The writing is great. It's a dialogue heavy, but it goes really well.
We like dialogue.
And I'm gonna 8 issues. I can put that on. I've got like 5 books hopping off because they're minis. Orcs will be done. Home will be done.
Orcs.
Proctor Valley Road will be done.
Cool.
There's 2 more, and so there you go.
Yay!
That's my pull list.
Yay.
So Hannah.
Dad.
You can do miracles if you believe.
If you believe. Oh, y'all.
All right, so we watched
that movie bops.
We watched Prince of Egypt, which came out in 1998. Just FYI, other than about maybe 400 or 500 of y'all, I saw it before all you did.
No way.
Yeah. You want to know why?
Why?
Because when this movie came out, this was the first traditional animated film put out by DreamWorks.
Mm-hmm.
And when DreamWorks was first created, they came to Walmart in order to put out like books and figures and
no way,
all kinds of stuff. And I was at a Walmart convention in Dallas, Texas, because I worked for Walmart at the time.
Yeah.
And the dude, what's their names? I have to look his name up.
Google it, you mean?
Jeffrey Katzenberger was there. And he came to the thing and showed us all the movie.
No way.
Before it was released. Yeah.
No way.
We all got to see the movie. I wish the internet would have been there then. Because I would have been like, I just saw this movie. And I'd be like the first. I'd be tweeting it out all over. I'd be doing spoilers, synopsis under a different code name.
LOL.
I'd be like, Bob Turner.
LOL. Bob Turner. Bob Turner. Bob
Turner. No, I know Bob Turner. He's a cousin. No, it'd be something different. Anyway.
He's a cousin.
Yeah. So 1998 animated. No. It's not computer. It's traditional animation.
Dad.
And it's amazing.
Here's
what?
Everything about this movie bops. This movie goes hard. It is. So Prince of Egypt, it's a retelling of the story of the first bit of Exodus from the Bible.
It's basically the retelling of the 1956 Ten Commandments movie.
Yeah.
Starring Charlton Heston.
Yeah. Of them like leaving Egypt.
Right.
I watched that. There was a girl with like rags and she almost got smushed.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's when they were laying down the stone.
I need you to know that's the only thing I remember about that movie is my visceral fear of this woman almost getting smushed.
Squished.
I'm like, she's gonna get somebody help her. She's gonna get smushed. That's all I remember from that film. So Hans Zimmer wrote the music for this film. And again, I cannot stress hard enough how much it bops. I think we should add Heaven's Eyes to the summer CD immediately.
In Heaven's Eyes. Okay.
I'm just saying.
We'll put it on there and see what somebody says.
That needs to get up in there, man.
I mean, it's got all kinds of crazy. We talked about this before on a previous
Famous
podcast. The
people.
stars. So
Sandra
Ralph
Bullock
Fiennes,
is
Val
Miriam?
Kilmer, Michelle Pfeiffer, Jeff Goldblum, Danny Glover, Patrick Stewart, Helen Mirren, Steve Martin, Martin Short. We did have Ra on that one on Summer
Playing
CD, I
with
think,
the
at one
big
time.
boys because that
Playing
was
with the big
Nathan's
boys.
favorite.
Yeah, we put that on there one year.
Because
Big
Nathan
Boys.
bopped to it. He thought it was thebomb.com.
So this is a
Playing
PG
with the
movie. It
big
does have some. There's
Peril.
a part in it. There's some peril. The animation is fantastic. I
Oh, the
love how
animation
they
is so
animate
good.
the Egyptian hieroglyphics. That is cool. That's a completely different animation style
That was really
than
dope.
what the regular is. There is a thing where they, it's Exodus. They did kill children, and you don't, see that happen,
anything,
but
it's
you know
heavily
it
implied.
happens.
It's heavily implied. Like that
They're
bit's
holding
freaked me
a
out.
baby by
Like
its
and a
foot
sickle or a scythe.
with a
sickle.
scythe in one hand and a baby in the other with crocodiles or alligators.
You can guess what that is, friends.
Yeah.
You can guess about that.
You would just have to, it depends on how squeamish your kids are about what you think about that. But there's a bunch of music in it, which is amazing.
It's a musical.
What were you going to say?
I am the morning and the evening star. He says that a lot.
That's Val Kilmer.
No
He's the voice of God,
way.
too. Val Kilmer's the voice of
way.
God, too. Yes, the burning bush
screaming.
is fantastic how it's done.
So good. I think the Angel of Death, I think that animation's very interesting.
Ooh, that's creepy. Yeah, and it's creepy.
Spooky.
You never
Again,
see anyone dying. You see a kid drop. You see a
floppy
child
hand.
walk into a place.
And the floppy
You hear a
hand.
bowl drop, and a hand flops out
You- the
into the scenery. Yeah.
Do you remember me dancing to this?
Yes, I didn't until you reminded me the last time.
Yeah. So
This was at a church in Winchester.
Yeah, I did ballet for a very long time, and growing up, like through middle school, I did ballet at like a Christian company, and we did. I was a person who held liquid on their head. I was a water carrier on my head because there are people that
Water
had like
carrier.
bricks. And there are
You
people
had
that like
water.
stomped on mud, and I carried
Gotcha.
water on my head with like a fake thing, and I like pretended like I was a water person
Gotcha.
through the opening song.
Yeah, that was.
I
fun.
didn't realize
You wore brown.
I did. I wore a sack,
I was like, what the heck?
straight up
It's all
sack.
brown.
It wasn't.
remember it.
It wasn't that time. It wasn't the creation one, Dad.
Oh,
where I
yeah,
was a
that's right.
dirt clod. Thank
You
you,
were a dirt
very
clod in the
much,
creation.
sir.
Those were the days.
Calling me a dirt clod.
Did you know that When You Believe won the Best Original Song at the Oscars that year?
Mariah Carey
Yes.
was part
what
of.
about her?
Was one of the singers, man.
And Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
They both performed it.
Literal
together.
queens singing on that song together. I didn't realize the amount of
At the
Hebrew.
time- Yeah. At the time, it was the most successful animated non-Disney film.
In no way am I surprised by that.
I,
I love this movie.
as far as a Christian goes,
Mm.
it's, it is what it is. It's not any worse than the Ten Commandments with Charlton Heston.
It's
Although,
pretty. I really appreciated the like thing that they put at the beginning.
what thing? I don't remember.
There was, maybe it's not in the DVD, but at the beginning of the movie, because I watched it on Amazon, it had this is a story from
Oh, yeah.
Exodus, from the Bible. Not everything is factual or accurate. We believe that I can't like
true to the
I'm
story or
paraphrasing.
whatever.
It's paraphrasing to the story. We are proud to bring
Mm-hmm.
something to life that is such a vital part of so many different people's
Yeah.
religious
Belief.
experiences and
Yeah.
beliefs.
That's cool. And they did a good job.
Yeah.
Except there are no whales in the Red Sea. So there is a scene where he's and it's gorgeous.
The
You will
animation of
do
the
my
water.
wonders. And the ocean, the Red Sea
The
parts.
ocean goes whoosh. That's why, Dad. because we even just thought it was the
And when they're walking through it and there's like a lightning strikes and there's a silhouette of like a blue whale. And I'm like, that is so awesome. And then Nate's like, there ain't no whales in the Red Sea.
But I need you to know, when I was a kid, I was like, that's so cool.
Absolutely.
Of course
Absolutely.
a whale is there. Like, in no way did that suspend my belief.
Yes.
I was like
Isn't that
100.
crazy?
I was in it, man.
I loved it. Yes. So this is a definite must watch film for families. The problem is it's not available on a streaming service. We
was.
own it. And
It
maybe
was,
it
but
will.
then it wasn't.
Who knows? Who knows what'll happen to it? It's by DreamWorks. I don't even know who owns DreamWorks anymore.
Shrek.
Shrek. Are you funny? That's hilarious. Yeah,
Shrek
Shrek
owns
owns it. But we watched it. I own the DVD, and Hannah, we rented it on Amazon. It was like $4 to rent. It's definitely worth renting and watching.
It is
As a
such
family,
a nostalgic film for me.
The way they handle the plagues. Now, Moses doesn't really age like he does in the Bible,
Innocent plague.
because Moses was 40 when he went into the wilderness. He was 80 when he came back, and he was 120 when he wasn't allowed to go into the promised land. So 120 years of age. And his relationship with Ramses, that's not his relationship with Ramses, but it's okay. It didn't matter.
Well, also in the actual biblical story, Moses doesn't say anything. It's all Aaron.
No, no. What happens is he says, I can't talk, and then gets there and does the talking anyway.
Oh, I thought Aaron did it all.
Aaron
Granted,
does some, not
I
much. Aaron throws the stick down.
I remember reading Exodus all the way through when I was in middle school.
There you go.
And I am now a grown adult woman.
Yeah.
And so that is
We should go back and reread it because Exodus is awesome.
Shenanigans.
All right. There you go. Prince
Golden
of
cows.
Egypt. I'm not giving it any golden cows.
Okay, Mark Painter just Googled it. LOL. Thanks, Mark. Coming in clutch. Apparently, mink, MINKE, and birds, whales are common to the Great Sea.
Oh, well,
To
then
the
maybe
Red
that's
Sea.
what it was because
Perhaps
it
it
looked
was-
like a humpback whale. Matter of fact, I
Perhaps
think
it
I
was
saw
a mink.
Jonah in his mouth.
No, you did not.
I know,
Perhaps
that's
it
way
was
before
a
Jonah.
bird BRYDE whale or MINKE whale.
Well, good. I hope so. The animation's fantastic. I don't care. If it was a killer whale. It was
I'm just
awesome in
saying,
that movie.
Guess what just happened?
Thanks, Mark.
Someone Googled something.
I know. That's because we got
and
peeps that love us.
information Because Googling
Which, by
things
the way,
is good.
I want to tell Mark, thank you for letting me know that I could watch the terrible Corman Fantastic Four movie on YouTube. And actually, the movie was terrible, but the Doctor Doom was good.
Interesting.
Anyway, so yes, I'm not going to rate this movie. It's heavenly. We'll leave it at that.
It's a 5 out of 5.
Okay, 5 out of 5.
For sure. You should
5 out
go
of
watch
5.
it because it's
a-
very good.
Definitely plague worthy.
Daddy.
Yeah, that didn't make sense either.
No.
So we've got a little bit of time left. We did watch
Loki.
episode 2 of Loki.
So spoilers.
Spoilers with Loki.
Spoilers for episode 2 Loki.
I don't know. It's not doing it for me. A lot
I'm
of people
loving
love it.
Absolutely loving it. I am here, 10 out of 10 here for the shenanigans. I want to know
Okay.
more about Morbius and the
Mobius.
girl.
Mobius.
Who's Morbius?
Morbius is
Oh,
a
that's-
vampire guy from the Spider-Man comic books.
Why is my brain like this?
That's okay. I did it too. It's Mobius.
I really like Mobius. I want to know about
Mm-hmm.
Mobius and the Judge Lady. I want to know what the histories, what's going on there.
Nothing.
Yeah, probably not. No, I think that they're
Right.
just pals.
I want more Casey.
Which
the
one's
guy,
Casey?
the guy got you like a fish. What's a fish? I liked him.
I
He was
know.
my
He's like, were you gonna erase me? Is that what he says?
Yes. Yeah, that was from episode 1.
Yeah,
But in
that's
episode 2, he finds out where the variant is hiding, and they're hiding at
Apocalypse.
apocalyptic disasters,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And then we
Which
get
I'm glad that they specified that it's like an apocalypse disaster, not that like an apocalypse
Right.
event.
right.
So
right.
it's not like
basically where it
entire
wipes stuff out so that
Yeah.
you don't so that the time stream isn't right.
The sacred
So
timeline,
right. So we get Lady Loki.
which
You always knew Lady Loki was going to be in it.
100% I did not know that was happening. I had
Anna-
zero clue. I had zero clue. And she took her hood off and it was a girl. And I was like, I screamed. I'm not even kidding you. I screamed and pointed at my television and said, it's a girl. And like,
And there's Kid Loki too.
freaked out. I didn't know.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So yeah, these are the people that have signed on for the show.
You're spoiling me, Papa.
Well, I still think
You're fine.
I still think that it's this Loki. I don't think she's the bad Loki. I don't know. Who knows? Here's what happens. What I've learned from Marvel is they give you exactly what you expect. Not all these crazy fan theories. I basically feel like we're on a timeline and we start watching one of these shows and somebody gets a theory and it veers off. I just want to go prune the theory, erase them from the timeline, stick back to the show. I think we try to make it
I'm
more
not watching any
difficult than
theories.
we
There
are.
are no like conspiracy
Gotcha.
theories, at least that have popped up on my TikTok For You page.
Good.
So I'm not getting any conspiracy theories or any stories or anything, any sort of
Right,
shenanigans
gotcha.
like that.
Awesome.
I am thoroughly enjoying this.
Yeah, it's fun.
I like Tom Hiddleston.
I like
think
him too.
Him as Loki is just so much. It's just fun for me to watch.
Yeah.
I just
agree.
like it.
I agree. He's there to get their power. That's all he wants.
No, yeah, 110%. He
And
knows
I
that.
think somehow in the midst of all this, we got to get it. Something has to happen with Kang. It has to lead
I don't know
into
who that
Kang.
is.
Kang is the villain that's going to show up in Ant-Man. Kang is the guy who is a time traveler. The
Okay.
time travels
No,
through
you
time
mentioned
multiple
that.
times. He hates each iteration of himself he can't stand.
Yes, you've
There's
mentioned that too.
Immortus, Iron Lad, Kang.
with you now.
Rama Tut, who first appeared in the Fantastic Four comic book, which I have. And so, I mean, I don't know how you can do a timeline thing like that and not run into Kang. So,
I am here for it. Something, I can't remember if I was talking to a human about this or if I saw this on TikTok, or if you said it, but about how they didn't like the TV shows because they have no implications on the movies. And it just feels
No.
like they can do whatever they want and it's not going to impact
I didn't
the
say that.
actual world.
it will. They will all do that. I have a feeling that every single thing that they do in these shows will have something to do with the Marvel cinematic universe.
I will say that I did feel like that in regards to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. operated
Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., they pretty much just,
completely,
yes, it's now,
it operated completely outside.
they're
of
now
everything.
saying it's not even canon. Oh, no. Anyway,
But I love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But I do think that these new TV shows with the actual famous people in them and on the actual streaming site, it will be easier for Disney, like big air quotes Disney,
Marvel Entertainment.
to shape what they want it to be and how they want it to look and production value at a certain standpoint so that everything can kind of flow and be intertwined, and we will always be getting like new content.
Yep. Moon Knight. Can't wait for it.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
We'll have to review Moon Knight again. We'll
I'm
have to
down.
talk about him again.
I like Moon Knight.
All right. So yeah, Loki episode 3 will come out Wednesday, which will be tomorrow, or while we filming this on Tuesday. Our video this will come.
Second.
This will come out on Thursday after it comes out. So
Yeah. So we aren't gonna know what happens. I mean, I will. I'm going to watch it. I might watch it tomorrow. That might be fun.
I might too, but I got a lot of work to do outside.
Yeah.
So and I got a small group. All right.
Heyo.
Heyo. All right. End roll.
End roll. Hey, sweet friends. Thanks for hanging with us. Our art is made by Nate Turner. He's my brother. He did that in Microsoft Paint, y'all. He is a super, super talented human being. Thanks for doing that for us, bud. Our theme music was created, composed, and performed by Brockwell Nason. You can check him out any place you get your music from. Check him out. He is a newly married man, and
Send
his
him a wedding present.
stuff is good. So your wedding present to him
He needs the monies.
can be streaming his songs on repeat over and over and over again. That's what your wedding present to him can be. Hey, our YouTube website is maintained by dear old Papa, Big Pops himself.
Which is slacking. I put 3 up yesterday.
And I edit and upload our podcast. We are super glad that you're hanging with us.
Thank you guys so much. Next week
it's
is a year.
A year of
and we're
us
going to do
doing
it
this.
Sunday night. Let's do it Sunday night.
Okay, Sunday.
Guys, all come in and join us on the Facebooker of the Lives
Indeed.
for Sunday night year anniversary.
Woo! Okay.
I know it.
Thanks for hanging with us, pals, and
Thanks, guys.
taking
See you
the
all later.
time to hang with us. We will catch you on the flippity flop. Bye.
Bye.